When this fucking beat drop, you already know what fucking time it is.
Daily Dose is on now.
Check it out, y'all.
Here with the legendary, for so many reasons, actor, shit talker, sports analyst, also everyone's favorite cousin who likes to go to the barbecue and stir shit up, from the Caucasus Mountains by way of New York City, Michael Rapaport. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, fam.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here. How you guys doing? Good?
We're doing amazing, man. We're glad you kept your word, too, because you said once playoffs start, I'm coming back to Power 106. Mike Rapp has never lied in his life, so thank you for that.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to dive right into it.
So we saw you vibing out to the DMX and the Snoop Dogg battle. You even got a shout out from Uncle Snoop. And it just recently was revealed that we are going to have 2 Chainz and Rick Ross on the next Verzuz battle. Are you going to be watching that, or who do you think should be on the next Verzuz battle?
I'll probably check out those guys, but you know, I'm not like you know, the DMX Snoop Dogg one was, you know, those guys are so you know, and it was just a reminder, they're so one of one,
right,
and so unique. I think that Jay Z and Nas should do it pay-per-view for charity.
Yep.
I think that they should figure out a way to do that, because it's not about winning and losing. It's really just about celebration of the artist, you know, whoever it's been through the verses. But I think that Jay Z and Nas would be something that would, you know, you could literally make millions of dollars doing it, and I think it would be a great thing.
And you know what, with Jay and Nas, it's not really like a classic versus who had the bigger hits, because obviously we got to give it to Hov. I mean, Hov has the huge commercial success, but what you said as far as sharing stories behind the scenes, pulling back the vape and letting the drapes and letting us see what really went behind the scenes, I think that's something that I would pay for. You're talking about 2 iconic, not just in New York.
I'd pay for that for sure. We pay for these, you know, these fights and all that stuff. I would pay for that for sure if it was, you know, done the way the Snoop and DMX one, you know, where the sound is good and, and visuals are good, and just the 2 of them going back and forth. I would pay for that.
Minus 100%. The bathroom break that DMX took. I mean, the alleged bathroom break. I mean, right? Come on.
What do you mean
awesome.
alleged? Hold up. What, Teddy? What do you mean by alleged?
I mean, you
know. What do you think he was doing?
I mean, who knows? X, you know, you're like X is in the moment. Maybe he had to go check on his dog.
I think X is good. I think he's sober and he's doing good, because you know, if he wasn't, I don't think he would have even showed up.
Yeah.
And I think watching it was a beautiful thing to see X be celebrated, even by Snoop himself, right next to him. Like, X was being celebrated by the whole world, and a man who has gone through so much like him deserves that. Something that popped off last week, or actually this weekend, and got everyone talking. I just want to hear Mike's take on this. Lou Williams exited the bubble to attend a family engagement. And then after that, he stopped by Magic City, legendary strip club in Atlanta, for some wings, man. Have you ever had the wings in Magic City, Mike?
I've never had the wings at Magic City.
What'd you have when you went?
We know that Lou Williams is we know how he gets down. You know, he's a fantastic. First of all, he's a fantastic basketball player, but he's also a legendary stick man, a tremendous coxman. And I know it gets lonely in the bubble. You know, I'm sure it gets confusing. You know, you're on the elevator with Ramona Shelburne. She's starting to look like a snack.
Oh my,
You see Doris Burke. You know, she might start looking like a whole meal.
Hey, yo, Drake loves Doris Burke though.
So I know it gets confusing, but you know, you gotta get yourself a Pornhub account, and you gotta do like everybody else is doing. You gotta beat your meat.
Chicken.
We were just talking about the wings.
Hey, listen.
The only reason why they're in the bubble is to try to win a championship, and now you know they're starting off without Lou Williams, and this season's going to go very fast. You know, these 8 games are going to go quickly. By the end of the 8 games, the teams will start probably feeling like themselves, and then to be in the playoffs. And I don't think there's room for error. LeBron is not going to, he's not coming in there to play games. He's coming in there with the sole purpose of a championship. And Giannis, these guys are like, laser focused. And if the Clippers want to do it, and they've come this far, and all the duress of everything the country's been through, and of course the NBA season, there's not much room for error. So
from what I'm hearing, long story short, Mike said, beat your meat, don't go get food on the street. That's exactly what you're trying to say. Laser focus. I can't.
Yeah, you got if you want to win that championship.
I mean, you're male. You're like a superior athlete. You got to get the stress out. So hey, man, kudos to you. Now, could you survive in a bubble? Could you survive? Because I mean, when you go out and you film movies, how long are you really out? Because could you do that? 3 months in Orlando in a resort, you can't go out. Would you be able to do that?
I would be able to do it. I mean, it would suck,
I mean,
but
now
I'm sure
you
they're
would.
having fun for the most part, and I think that you're able to bring in your significant others at the 4-week mark, which I think is coming up. So, I mean, you're professionals. You're getting paid a lot. I'm sure they're waiting on everybody hand and foot. Aside from being away from your family, I'm sure it's kind of like like basketball camp in a sense. So I would be able to do it if I was a professional athlete.
I like your take on that.
I think we learned some very important, things
we
from
did, but
Michael. Get Pornhub.
Beat your meat.
Beat your meat. Don't go out. Go out for food and go straight home, right? Because that's what he does. Take this very serious and don't fight.
Now, listen,
Not the
we're not
time
going to
for
let
that.
him off the hook. Okay, last time he was here, he said, and emphatically, he said the Lakers weren't going to win the championship. He called it out. He said, no, Duke. He even told me they wouldn't even get past the first round. Do you still stand with that opinion?
Lake Show.
Come on now, Mike. Don't walk it back now.
I don't stand with that opinion. Right now, today. Now, listen, it's going to be a long battle. Aside from COVID, you want everybody to stay healthy, all the players, just basketball-wise. Teams are going to start gelling, but right now, they're looking good because of just the seriousness and the camaraderie of the team. LeBron, he's what is he, 37 years? Is he
35. 35. Come on.
35?
35.
He's not playing games. He doesn't need to be there. He's not there to, he has more at stake. He knows there's a clock on it. He knows there's a clock on his career. He's getting older. Every game is precious. I think he's more aware of that than anybody because of his age and his experience. And right now they look good, and they look fresh, they look healthy. But I think at the end of the day, I think if everybody's able to stay, I think the Clippers are going to be the ones to take the
I knew it. Damn it, Mike.
Sorry,
I thought we almost had
We
you.
were going to end it on a high note.
See. Now.
And it ain't happening. But it's going to be, listen, this is going to go on for 2 months. This series is, these games, tomorrow it starts, Thursday it starts, and it'll have August and September, and it's 3 months of basketball. Right. So it's going to be great. It's going to be fast paced, and it's 8 regular season games, and then we got playoff basketball, and I think it's going to be dope.
Now, last question, as a basketball purist, NBA street legend from Rappaport, are you putting an asterisk on this season?
Oh yeah, I'm putting an asterisk.
Oh man.
A what?
He says this is something. This is not the same. As a basketball purist, he's not seeing this the same as a regular NBA season. My man. Well, thank you so much for stopping on by. And like you said, we'll see. We'll see. You think it's the asterisk, and you know what? Once the finals come along, we'll have another conversation if that's okay with you.
Yeah, man, and I mean, it's gonna be dope, and it's gonna get dope real quick, and I'm so happy that the games are coming back. Man, the legendary, our cousin, Michael Rapaport from New York City, but he got love for LA, man. He's got mad love for LA. I love Los Angeles, man. I love everywhere, but I love Los Angeles. It's my second home.
Thank you so much, my brother.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and stay safe, and everybody out there, just stay safe and stay patient and stay sane.
When this fucking beat drop, you already know what fucking time it is.
Daily Dose.